Riggs, welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Ellis. It's a pleasure.
This year has been a long year. It's been COVID year one, hopefully COVID year zero, but we really don't know how long this pandemic is going to happen. And this recession is actually also spawning, according to an article that you're sharing with me with Bloomberg Wealth, entrepreneurs in the US. Amid this joblessness, there are opportunities. Let's talk about that.
It's surprising data. Americans continue to create new businesses in surprising numbers, a potential tailwind for an economy, et cetera, et cetera. So really what's happening is that people are creating new jobs. It's mostly booming in the Midwest and South, but it's happening all over the country, really. New business formations are up 77% from the previous months and 82%, almost double from a year earlier, which is astonishing. Americans that land on their feet and they got to do something. We don't have much of a safety net in our country, especially for people who've been freelance or had their own businesses. They got to do something. Now, the reason this is so important is because we arrived at this conclusion a few months ago, which was this new idea we had of speeding up water treatment by bringing in new funding had another element to it, which was the human element. Let's say, call it 100,000 businesses have been shut permanently in this country. Those entrepreneurs are free to get into a new career. It's called a waterpreneur, and it's called Water as a Career. This first pilot that we did, the entrepreneur is super happy. He's making something like 16 jobs in the first month, each of which was $600 to $800. The machine is $3,000 a month, so you can see that he's doing just fine. That's the kind of thing that we do that's very innovative, both on the product side and also the financing. And now we're deploying these mini water companies. Ken Berenger, my co-strategist, likes to call them micro utilities in the concept of a water utility. And there's imagine a little micro utility going out there. Well, we want to spawn hundreds, thousands of them. And then through our partnership with a group called Philanthro Investors, get to 26 countries because that's their footprint. And this is how we're going to expand.
How are you subsidizing all of these machines, potentially thousands that you're going to put into the hands of entrepreneurs, some of them with great credit, some of them with questionable credit, but folks that you've screened?
We have a dream of letting investors directly invest in the water equipment. And that's the whole idea of an Airbnb for water in a way. But that's down the road. For now, we want to be the financier, and we have a very successful corporate bond, which earns double digits on dividends, as well as superb upside, price protected upside. This is a very good high yield instrument for investors. And we're able to, of course, pay for all the development costs, but as well, we're now starting to pay for these machines. We did one already. We're going to keep on doing more. We're actually talking to high net worth investors about creating a quote unquote kind of a GM financial, where it's a captive finance organization like what they have in the car business, and bring these high net worth investors to create our bank.
I know there's all sorts of opportunities given by banks and other firms to open a savings account with less than 1% interest. This seems like another option potentially.
There's a site called the Chapwood Index, which you can go to the Chapwood Index and you can look at the true inflation. And gosh, San Francisco, 12.1% per year. Portland, 9.8, Seattle, 11.6. Let's just say it's 10% average across the country. Well, 10% using what's called the rule of 72 means that your inflation will double over 10 years, right? That means your dollar will be worth half in 10 years. You cannot afford to hold dollars. It's important to at least make double digits per year to at least hold with inflation, and then you have a potential upside in the payoffs. Investing in OriginClear is not about investing in the stock. It's about investing in our corporate bond. It drives this cool waterpreneur thing. As we like to say, we're the water company for the new economy. We are the post-COVID water company.
Riggs, it's always great to see you and chat with you. Thank you so much for joining me today on the program. I look forward to more updates in the future.